Hello and welcome to AidanEyewitness. Manchester, a city undergoing a massive building boom. But what's happening? It's difficult to keep up with it all. In this video I visit 30 sites on my Brompton bike along the south central fringe. We'll take a look and see what's happening or not happening. Let's fly down to our first location. This is the attractive waterside district of New Islington, very close to the city centre. We can see the tower of number 1 Port Street there. It's been announced that Urban Splash are to go ahead and complete the development planned for this area, a residential project. The aerial visualisation shows the original plans. I'm standing on the right hand side next to the water. The boards say, "Design-led homes for rent. Fancy living here?" These posters are for the Brit Awards held on the 20th of February 2026 at the Co-op Live, not far from here. We'll cycle south to our next site next to the Ashton Canal. It's the Chips building, designed by the late Will Alsop. But there is a problem. The government are suing Urban Splash for the cost of replacing the cladding of this and other buildings. There are some issues here. See the link below. I'm standing near this water overflow next to the lock. Maybe Martin Zero could tell us more about it. Anyway, we head west and under Great Ancoat Street to the two towers with a North American sounding name, the Fairfax, now completed and occupied. Nice detailing on the facade. These are all rental apartments. Architects John Matthews for design, Day Architectural for delivery. There's a Northern train in B Network yellow livery heading into Piccadilly Station. Soon local railway lines will join the B Network. Work was carried out in February on the track south of Piccadilly, which was closed for a week and a half. There are still many delays and cancellations on the network. We are next to Piccadilly Station by Fairfield Street. What's going on here? They're putting down paving for new pedestrian walkways. And there's the legendary Star and Garter pub, dating from 1877, famous for live music. A Banksy exhibition in the former Mayfield station. You must go and see it. Next to the new Mayfield Park, construction's in progress on the office building named Republic. Plans for its neighbour, named Holton, have been submitted. Architects Bennett's Associates. Back on Fairfield Street, we're looking west. We can see the Echo Street student towers, built on part of the former UMIS campus. Architects Shepherd Robson. I think they're nearly finished now. The towers closely resemble the buildings in the ad inside Piccadilly Station, promoting the Trans-Pennine route upgrade. We'll cycle from Piccadilly, that's Piccadilly the station, along Piccadilly, that's the street, passing the site of the 34-storey Hometel Tower proposed for this site, but nothing is happening here. There's the 192 stop I often use, and on the corner is the brick and stone St Margaret's Chambers, used as a language school where I taught German evening classes until COVID, when classes went online. It's still unoccupied. To its left is Clayton House, built in 1907. It's up for sale. Price? £5.25 million. People say that it and its neighbours resemble the ones on Brussels' Grand Place, Grote Markt, but they're much older. And on the corner of Newton Street, the giant billboard conceals a building that's been derelict for many years. It was in danger of collapsing, so the council ordered the owners to put up scaffolding. That was 21 years ago, 2005. A hotel proposal never went ahead. And so we are in Piccadilly Gardens. The boards have an interesting historical display. This is the current makeover. I'll go into this in more detail in an upcoming video. Beyond it, we can see the former Debenhams department store currently being developed into a multi-purpose retail and office centre named Rylands, its original name. At the site, standing on Market Street Metrolink stop, we can see how it will look. It looks good. What's happening here? The Chinese Pavilion and the Chinese Arch are undergoing another renovation. The arch is getting a lick of paint. It needs quite a lot of TLC to keep it looking its best. Now we'll head south along Princes Street under the Mancunian Way to Upper Brook Street, where, directly opposite the Alan Turing building, a new student residence is going ahead, to be completed in 2028. Architects Shepherd Robson. It's the two-tone brick exterior look again, like the ones in the Trans-Pennine upgrade advert. The car dealerships on the site have moved elsewhere. Now let's head for Oxford Road and cycle north. And what's happening here? The MMU building, dating I think from the 70s, is under demolition. There's going to be a new library designed by Hawkins Brown. but it's a much scaled-back design compared to the original proposal. MMU Modern University of the Year 2026. It's not difficult to see why. Continuing along Oxford Road, there have been lots of changes here. And what's happening here? Looks like the former Palace Hotel, now the Kimpton Hotel, is having a facade overhaul. It's a magnificent building inside and out. Here's Oxford Road Station, one of the most attractive post-war buildings in Manchester, built in 1960. A striking wooden structure, but it's in need of a thorough upgrade. Preparatory work is expected to begin this year. During the main renovation in a couple of years' time, the station will be closed to passengers, but trains will continue to run through. We'll continue along Oxford Street. Is that vehicle part of the B network? We're heading towards St. Peter's Square and the Central Library. What's this igloo-like structure? Is it a covered concert stage? No, it's a planetarium. A mobile structure, but it still counts as a building for me. We'll walk along the colonnade of the Town Hall extension. It was closed for quite a long time. The eastern end of the Town Hall is still under scaffolding, but on Lloyd Street, the scaffolding is coming down. And in the last month or so, Albert Square has quietly been opened up again, at least partially. The clock tower is visible again, looking impressive. The Albert Memorial has had restoration work, with new protective railings and gold-painted details. I'm sure the German guy up there, Mr. Sachs Coburg und Gotha, would be happy to see the improvements, though actually he requested that no effigies of him be made. And I've featured this visualisation in the past, and asked the question, will the new number 2 St. Michael's Tower cast a shadow over Albert Square? In the winter? Maybe, but not in the summer. We'll see. There's no doubt Albert Square looks superb. And let's not forget, it was once full of cars, buses, taxis and horse-drawn carriages. I just wanted to mention that I've been doing a bit of work on my channel memberships. There is, at the moment, only one tier and only one member, and it costs £2.99 per month to join. Members will have early access to videos, and I'll do informal behind-the-scenes videos in which I'll express my opinions more freely. I'm working on one at the moment, so just click on Join. For one-off donations, you can still buy me a coffee or tea. Looking down Bootle Street, how many stories has number 2 St. Michael's reached? Above the podium, I think 6 floors. 10 floors have been clad with those distinctive windows and gold zigzag frames. 7 floors are as yet unfinished, and the 2 at the top are hidden. So I make it 25 floors above street level, with another 18 to go. There will be a total of 43 floors. Now we'll head down Low Mosley Street, heading towards the big towers. People inquired about what's happening on the Nobu Tower site. From what I can see, preparatory works are in progress. The police on a call out again. I wonder what's happening. Mostly we never find out. So it will be a while yet before the concrete core of the Nobu Tower starts to rise up. This is 1 Medlock Street under construction, next to the Mancunian Way. A 38-storey student residence, developer Grey Star, John Matthews Architects, built on the site of the demolished Premier Inn. And directly opposite, a 34-floor student residence and a 12-storey block are under construction. Developer Vita Group, Tim Groom Architects. And just round the corner, these are the Contour Towers. I've been tracking the construction. The exterior of the first one is virtually complete. Cladding on the second one has nearly reached the top. Architect Simpson Huff designed most of the towers here. Developer Renacre. There's the familiar sound of a circular cutter. That's the sound of Manchester at the moment. On the adjacent site, an even taller tower is planned, Lighthouse, but it's been delayed due to a lawsuit concerning, let's say, procedures. I heard from the Shoeshine Man about this last year. It's ongoing during 2026. See the link below. Watch out for it. Standing by Chester Road, this is the new kid on the block, Fusion Tower, clad in Corten steel. Corten is a portmanteau of core, that's C-O-R, corrosion resistance, and ten, T-E-N, tensile, also called weathering steel. Oh, you've made a note of that. There'll be a test at the end. Only kidding. Now we'll ride down to the Water Street area, subject of recent PR releases that seem to raise more questions than they answer. First, where is it? Water Street is split by the A57. It's not at the south end, but the north end near Factory International. So the Water Street district is roughly between Castlefield, Liverpool Road and the Ring Road. Another question, why are the illustrations from the council horizontally compressed or squished? I've unsquished them. I still can't get my bearings. There will be a park, affordable housing, waterside regeneration. But what water are we talking about? It's the River Medlock, currently overgrown. This illustration is also squished. Nice work. Who's the artist? One media report mentioned the arches were where the trams go, but we can see that that's a train. Oh, and there will be 2 tall towers, designed by Simpson Huff. We've reached Vista River Gardens, also designed by them, and the River Irwell. I've been tracking the construction. I wonder if they've noticed. The 2 towers look identical, but they will be run as separate projects. Time to head back to Deansgate Castlefield and take the train back to home base. From the Castlefield Rail Viaduct we can see number 2 St Michael's from the southwest side. It won't be too long now before it tops out. And here, next to the tram stop, this brick section looks like an old building, but it's the base of the new Stay City Apartments tower facing onto Deansgate, squeezed into a small plot next to the viaduct. Architects, Simpson Huff. So that's the end of my 6-mile bike ride across the south central area. In another video, I'll continue along the River Irwell up to Victoria Station, and the third in the trilogy will take us from there back to the area near Piccadilly Station, close to where we started this one. Oh, and there's one last site.
We're now approaching Manchester Road.
The fire-damaged Hotspur Press ruins will be demolished, and a reconstruction will be built as part of a student tower designed by Hodder Architects. So please keep watching AidanEyewitness. I hope to post more frequently now, and check out the membership. Click join below. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen und auf Wiedersehen in Manchester.